In this episode, we'll be following Victor Blom on a National Heads-Up Poker Championship tournament versus Andrew Lichtenberger. The buy-in is $25,000. The blinds are 300 and 600. The action starts when Lichtenberger raises the 1300, which is a typical min raise on tournaments and can be made with any two cards. Blom knows it, and this is why he 3-bets to 3600, with 6 high, trying to buy the pot right here. Lichtenberger might have a hand, or he senses Blom is making a move and 4-bets to 6200. Blom knows that with any flop after checking, Andrew will fire, and since Blom has hole cards with potential for straight and flush draws, he decided to call, knowing that if he hit, he might get paid big. Also on a pot of 9800 after the raise and re-raises, he needed to call only 2600 more to see a flop. Blom calls, leaving him more than 2100, which means that if he doesn't connect with the board at all, he can still fold and have plenty of chips to play with. On the flop, Blom has an up and down straight draw, which is a very good flop for him, because there isn't any flush draw and there's an ace, which means that if Andrew bets with a pair between sixes and kings, he might fold to Blom's raise, because with this board, if Blom has an ace, he'll surely raise. If by chance Andrew has an ace and he calls Blom's raise, he still has 8 outs on the turn and 8 on the river, which is approximately a 32% chance to win the hand with a straight. So in Blom's mind, it'll be hard for Andrew to call his raise, but he still has outs if he does call. With that in mind, Blom checked, and by checking he knows that if Andrew bets or if Andrew checks behind, he'll surely bet big on the turn representing an ace. Andrew bet a very thin bet, 2100 out of 12,400, which looks like he has a weak hand on one hand, or that he has a very big hand and he's trying to induce a raise from Blom if he has a set of aces, 5s, or 4s, or even 2 pair like ace-4. Otherwise, why bet so small? If he has a pair like 9s, 10s, and up to kings, he can check behind or bet bigger. Even if he missed the flop, he could have checked or bet bigger. So with this bet, it looks like he connected with the board in some way, but he still has a weak hand which can't bear a big raise, unless, as I mentioned, he has a set or 2 pair. So calling isn't a good option, because if Blom didn't hit anything on the turn, he'll have to fold to Andrew's bet. And in addition, by calling and not raising, he can't represent an ace, and will probably prevent Andrew from folding a bigger pair like 7s to kings. So if he raises, the question is how much to raise. 5,300 is a good raise if Blom did have a hand. Then Andrew will probably call with any big pair, or if he connected in some way with the flop. But since Blom has a drawing hand with 6 high, which plays better in this case, when he tries to raise big and win the pot right here instead of raising small or calling. Both 10,350 and all in are good moves, but since Andrew only has 14,200 behind, it's better to put him all in and let him guess if Blom has something or not. So Blom, according to his plan on the flop, raised big, went all in and put Andrew in a tough spot, to call for all of his chips with a pair of 4s, which he couldn't, and he folded with the best hand.